Hey yo, this is Dash, and today I have a few of my pistols. This is the Mete SFT. This is the TTI Combat. This is the MC9 Elite Combat or TP9 Elite Combat. I have my Rival S and my MC9 that I need to clean. And as I am filming this, today is actually the first day of SHOT Show. And if anyone at Canik would like to personally invite me to SHOT Show, I would love and accept the invitation for next year. I mean, I know I'm not the biggest YouTuber in the firearm space at the moment, but I'm getting there. I'm trying. I'm working at it. And if Canik, you need a Canik representative, someone to speak about Caniks, or I don't know, an industry, I won't say insider, but I definitely can be that person. I won't say, I really like my Caniks, so. All right, so basic stuff. I'm gonna put some gloves on. And I have the breakthrough cleaner as well as the Lucas gun oil that I'm going to be using. And I'm just going to kind of get it done and talk to you guys while I get it done. So you can use this as a training tool, but you can use this as a reminder that you probably need to clean your guns too, your pistols as well. I'm going to start with the dirtiest and go from the dirtiest to the least dirty of my weapons. This is my current winter EDC. This is my Canik Mete SFT. On this pistol, I've customized it and added some nail polish to match the trigger, which actually matches my business colors, which are black and red. And that was the reason why I did that. Now I'm going to show you that this pistol is free and clear. We are free and clear here. Nothing in the pistol, but this is my EDC, and this is the one that I shoot, I won't say most, but I shoot regularly at the range when I'm at the range, and I won't say working with customers that come in and they want to shoot. And I also allow people to shoot my pistols. So dear Canik, dear Canik, I have sold so many Caniks at the range that I work at because I simply allow the pistols to sell themselves. I will take the pistol off of my hip and hand it to someone. They use their own ammo. They will shoot it. Or I usually keep, and I don't know if you can see these crown bags. If you see me at the range on a Sunday, and if I have one of these green bags in my pocket, usually that means there's a gun in it. And that gun is typically the pocket gun of the day. And the pocket gun of the day simply means that I will allow whoever comes into the range to try out to shoot one of my own personal Caniks. And I have a few to choose from. Hey yo, this is Dash, and today I'm going to be talking about which Canik is right for you to buy as your first Canik. But as of late, the pocket gun has been the TTI Combat, the SFT, the Rival S, and the MC9 or the Elite Combat Executive. Those have been the ones that have been like in my pocket gun carry rotation that I allow other folks to shoot on the range. But because of that, these are the ones that get shot the most and they need to be cleaned. So without further ado, this is the SFT. Again, I'm going to show you that I'm going to check to make sure that it's clear before I pull the trigger. I'm going to pull the slide back all of it, about a half of an, not even half inch, a quarter of an inch. Pull the tabs from the left and right side of the pistol down, straight down towards me. Release the slide, pull the trigger, push the slide forward, and take it apart. With that being said, you can see that this pistol is in fact dirty. It does in fact get used. I'm going to remove the spring, recoil spring, remove the barrel, and I'm going to just wipe everything down. get the carbon that's built up in here out. And I'm simply just using, this is a microfiber towel. And I'm just gonna wipe everything down. I do, if you need to, I use Breakthrough, and I'm just gonna spray it on the slide. Wipe everything down. Inside the slide. Now, because this is the pistol that I carry the most, it is the one that has the most lint in it, obviously. So I'm going to try to get some of the lint and dirt out of it. I'm going to wipe down my Holosun EPS carry. I got some of the cleaner on it. Wipe that down and off. So the slide is taken care of. I'm going to put that off to the side. The barrel, if you see down in the barrel, you can see down in the barrel it's very dirty there. I'm going to simply wipe that off, and it should come clean as it has. All that carbon buildup should simply wipe off. If it does not wipe off, then I would suggest using the Breakthrough, spraying it on, and kind of agitating it a little bit, possibly with a brush. But I keep my pistols clean enough where this isn't a problem, and I can simply wipe the feed ramp from the barrel or on the barrel off. Set that to the side. My grip, I'm going to pick that up. Be mindful in the grip, there is the slide release, like the slide stop and release. There is the spring. I'm going to move it or be cognizant of it so that I don't bump it off of the slide release. I'm going to wipe down the frame. All of the carbon that's built up in here, I'm going to wipe it down. Now, if you guys would like to see me take the frame completely apart, all of the all of the components from inside of here, the trigger shoe, not the trigger shoe, the bar, all of these components, if you would like to see me take them out of the frame of the pistol, let me know, and then I can set up a video or a time where I can completely disassemble the grip and slide, clean it all out completely, as well as, well, this is the grip and this is the slide. Also take the firing pin and other things like that out of the slide so you can see how that's done, and we can clean, or I can clean out my slide completely. Again, taking out the firing pin and everything. So because this resides in my holster, I'm going to clean all of the lint that's trapped in and around the trigger, clean the trigger shoe itself, clean down in here into the grip. Wipe this all away. Inspect the spring, make sure there's nothing crazy on the spring. Let's get the oil opened. And I'm going to reassemble this. So before I do that, I'm gonna put, I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on the barrel, rub it around. There is a little bit of, say, contact patch, but you can see where there's movement from the barrel or from the slide and it hits the barrel. So I'm going to put some lubrication, some oil on the barrel. I'll take the barrel, put it down into the slide. I'm going to put the recoil spring. The black tip of the recoil spring goes towards the front of the pistol, and it drops down into the point there where it stops, I'm going to put a little bit of oil along the recoil spring. That'll help with the, say, chatter, but it'll help the pistol not making noise when you are firing and or cycling the pistol. 4 drops of oil along the rails and 1 here on the locking block. Reassembly. Caniks, at least the newer Caniks, this is a Mete. Do not go from here. You put the first blocks in where these holes are. Pull it back. Check for function. Check for function. That is it. I'm not one to sit and rack my pistol for hours and hours and that to me just does nothing but wear out the components prematurely. I'd rather those parts cycle when it's actually under fire. So I'm going to take that one and I'll move it up and out of the way. The next pistol I have is the TTI Combat. This one also comes apart similarly, though I do need a punch in order to take the front of the compensator off. So get my punch out. Again, I'm showing you it's free and clear. I'm going to, you press the front of the pistol. Actually, I have to take it off the slide in order to get this done. So it comes off similarly to how the SFT did. Pressed down with your punch on the front of the slide, it twists off. It would help if I took the recoil spring out. You twist it and it comes right off of the barrel. Now the barrel is free and can be removed. I'm going to go use the same steps, wipe out the slide. Actually, while I have this, because I don't believe I have yet, I'm going to wipe down the firing pin. In order to wipe down the firing pin, you take your punch, press down the button from the back of the plate here, pull this out. Your firing pin and spring should pop right out. And you can see this firing pin is not crazy dirty, but it is dirty. So I'm going to take this time and wipe it out. Just going to wipe down the carbon built up all around the end of the firing pin. Place the firing pin back into the frame. Actually, let's wipe out the back here as well. Firing pin and spring. Push that back down. Take the base plate or the backing plate. Push down. And we need to use the punch. Push down. Push the backing plate back into place. Make sure that it's seated properly. and I'm going to spray it just a little bit of the breakthrough, clean this out. So recently I've had one of my videos, the video talking about which Canik you should buy as your first Canik. I won't say viral, but it's gotten a lot more eyes on it than a few of my other videos. With that being said, most likely if you're watching this video, you might also be a Canik fanatic, or at least a fan of Caniks, or you might be interested in your first Canik, or possibly just doing some research on other Caniks, especially about how to clean them. With that being said, you probably have some questions about Caniks. And if you have a question about Canik, what I would ask you to do is to feel free to leave that question down below in the comments. I do my best to try to reply to every comment. I try not to give my opinion on certain things, but I try to lace my opinion with factual information. That being said, the factual information usually is firsthand experience from different models that I own and have and shoot, as well as other models that I might not necessarily own, but there are only a few models right now, or as of late, that I do not own, that I have experience shooting from other folks allowing me to shoot their pistols. All right. I'm also inspecting for any, chips in the paint or anything like that while I have this completely apart. I'm not seeing anything. I saw some folks online, I guess, where the compensator was hitting the end of the slide, there was some discoloration. I'll say luckily for me, I don't see any of that. But maybe those folks that are seeing that discoloration are putting way more rounds through their pistols than I am. This pistol might have 1,000 rounds in it right now, or through it. It's not that I don't shoot it enough, or I don't shoot it a lot. I just don't shoot it near as much as some other people, or at least some people claim to shoot their pistols. Everything is wiped down. Now we can get to the slide. Excuse me, the grip. Again, I'm just gonna wipe down everything first and then go back with the solvent and get anything that's stubborn out. Again, if you would like to see me take some of these pistols apart completely, take out some of the components and really do a thorough cleaning. Usually I only clean out or take everything completely apart about once a year. And I do clean my pistols probably quarterly, which is way more than I probably need to, because they're probably getting shot 300 to 500 rounds in between cleanings, if that. But they do get shot. One of the other things too, if you would like to see, Caniks, or at least majority of the newer Caniks, are ambidextrous. With the fact that they're ambidextrous, the slide release or the magazine release, which is on the left side of the frame and meant to be the action meant to be done with your with your right thumb. If you are left-handed and need to see that magazine release switched to the other side, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will take one of my pistols and make it into a left-handed pistol, just for demonstration purposes on how to change that magazine release from the left side of the grip to the right side of the grip, so that it can be used with someone who is left-handed. All right, so let's put a little bit. Now with the TTI, because the barrel is fluted, there's less contact happening in the slide. I'm going to put now as far as put this here. That is it. Then we'll put the recoil spring back. Put a bead of oil on the spring, again to help with the chatter. 4 spots along the frame. And on the locking block. Again, right there. Check for function. Boom. All right, so that is the SFT clean, the TTI Combat clean. The next pistol to be cleaned is going to be the TP9 Elite Combat. Drop the slide, make sure we're free and clear. Pull back just a smidge, pull down on the pins, lift up and off. Now this pistol is actually a little dirtier than I would like it to be. Now I'm not going to bother with taking the compensator off. So I'm just going to wipe down and around on the barrel here, making sure to pay special attention to the feed ramp. Making sure it is clean. Now this compensator I have on this pistol is just one that we had at the store I work at. And I put it on here actually, SAA, I think this might be a Salient Arms compensator, and I put it on here because this is a Salient Arms barrel. Do not quote me, I do not remember. But I'm just gonna wipe it down, again, paying special attention to the feed ramp, making sure that is clean. Trying to break up and wipe off any carbon that's on the slide, on the barrel. Wipe out any extra oil that's seeped out, and also wipe down in the bottom side of the slide. So this is another pistol I haven't taken the firing pin out in a while, so I'm going to push down on the plate, remove that, take the spring and the firing pin out, and oh, it's cleaner than I thought. So I have not put very many rounds through this pistol since I cleaned it last, but I did fire it over the weekend, so I'm going to clean it out really well, just because I can't remember the last time I did clean it. I'm going to inspect everything while I'm here. That looks perfect. Wipe out where the plate goes. Reinstall this. Push down on the firing pin spring. Put the plate back on. Make sure it's locked in place. Set the slide off to the side. Wipe off the recoil spring. Make sure there's no damage here. Everything looks fine. Put the recoil spring back in place. wipe out the grip. Now, if I were doing a deeper cleaning, I would have some Q-tips and be really getting down in there. But this is I won't say a quick and dirty, but an in-between cleaning where I'm not taking everything or all of the components completely out of the pistol. Just really making sure that everything is clean and lubricated so that when I want to use and need to use the pistol, I'm able to. I'll put a bead along the recoil spring, the hot spots on the grip. Take the frame. Again, you can see where that hole is. That's where the notch lines up. Check for function. All right, we're good to go. Another one clean. Next one up. Again, check for function, or excuse me, drop the mag and make sure it's clear. This is the stainless steel Rival. It also is not very dirty. I have not shot this very many rounds since the last time I wiped it out. But you can see it has been shot and there is some carbon buildup there. So just simply wipe this down. And the thing about the stainless steel one is you can see, or the chrome steel frame, you can see where the carbon and dirt have built up. So I'm just gonna use the solvent, clean this a little, say better, but get it to shiny again. Technical term, I know. Take my time. This bit of buildup here, I was trying to scrape it off, but we'll just use the punch. I'm sure if I just left the solvent sit on there a little bit longer, it would have dissolved, but ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not today. I know, again, some brushes probably could scrape that clean better than I can with the punch. We'll work on that for next time. Oil on the barrel. Again, because this is chrome and not black, I can see where all of the buildup is inside of the pistol. So we're gonna wipe this down with the solvent. So I guess there's a few people that ask me about, you know, some of my favorite Caniks and things like that. But what are your favorite Caniks, or what is the Canik that is your, I don't know, your go-to, I don't say for the moment, because Canik is synonymous for coming out with new pistols. And as I am filming this, today is actually the first day of SHOT Show. And if anyone at Canik would like to personally invite me to SHOT Show, I would love and accept the invitation for next year. I mean, I know I'm not the biggest YouTuber in the firearm space at the moment, but I'm getting there. I'm trying. I'm working at it. And if Canik, you need a Canik representative, someone to speak about Caniks, or I don't know, an industry, I won't say insider, but I definitely can be that person. I won't say, I really like my Caniks. So that's just been what I've gravitated towards. And that's what I shoot most accurately with, because I know and like them. And I'm sure some of you guys who are watching this probably agree that you find the Caniks just easy to shoot. No fuss. No need to buy expensive components to make it shoot better or be more accurate. I mean, aside from an optic, but that's, I'm gonna say with any pistol, but that's with almost any pistol nowadays. You add an optic and your accuracy improves probably by 50 to 60 fold. All right. Getting that quick and dirty wipe down. Oil on the hot spots. I'll show you guys again. Okay. The weight of the grip throws me off on the stainless steel Canik. All right, last but not least, this is my Mete MC9. Now this, I have not shot since the last time I've cleaned it. Nope, but we're gonna wipe it down and give it a little bit of oil, because this is in the carry rotation. I always like to make sure that it is clean and lubricated, so the barrel still has oil on it. I'm gonna put the spring back, the recoil spring. I'm not worried about cleaning anything off of the slide, because again, I know that is taken care of. I am gonna wipe down the grip and add some more oil to it. Again, I want this to be ready, carry ready, oiled, lubed, and clean. So we're just going to add some oil to the hot spots. Check for function. All right. Thank you guys so very much for watching along. Like I said, if you have any questions about Caniks in general, or you want to, as you're watching this, you want to talk to me or tell me about your favorite Canik or something you like or don't like about Caniks, feel free to comment down below, or also reach out to Canik. If you know someone at Canik that I can get in touch with to become or be sponsored by Canik, feel free to please have them hit me up. I would love to be sponsored by Canik. So thanks again as always for watching. I'll see you next time.